Most beginners fail because they don't have a clear plan to move from where they are right now to where they want to be.
A goal without a plan is just a wish.
So, how do we actually plan the path that takes us to our goal? That's exactly what this video is about. In the next few minutes, we're going to cover how to clarify your end goal and plan the path to reach it, what resources you need to build the right skills and gain the essential knowledge, how to get the best results out of your time and learning process, and finally, answers to the most common questions about becoming a blockchain developer. Before you jump into the roadmap, you need to set your end goal. Do you want to land a job, get freelance projects, or maybe build a startup and run your own business? Knowing this from the beginning gives you direction and motivation. It does matter because some of the choices you'll face along the way, like which practice project to work on or which side skill to focus on, should be based on your end goal. Without this clarity, you might waste time on things that don't actually move you closer to where you want to be. Next, plan your learning path. Because the skills you learn only matter if they connect to the real-world opportunities, and this roadmap is designed to guide you step by step so you don't waste time. Now, if you still haven't grabbed your free copy, the link is in the description below. Then, get the right resources, because random tutorials won't help. You need a defined set of tools, guides and practice projects that match your end goal and the small milestones along the way. And here's something most beginners miss. You also need a way to check if you're on the right track and a way to solve the tricky problems that pop up along the way. This is where having access to the right mentorship and community becomes essential. It helps you avoid long dead ends, and when you hit a specific problem, you can get a quick guidance so you don't stay stuck for days. Finally, plan your portfolio, because that's what actually gets you hired or trusted as a freelancer. And if you're more of an entrepreneur, you'll implement this part a little differently, focusing on users and product traction. All of this is exactly what we'll be working on, starting with the beginner roadmap and progressing step by step together. So now that we've set the foundation, let's talk about the roadmap itself. This isn't just a list of skills. It's a structured path that takes you from zero all the way to a beginner level blockchain developer. The most important thing to remember is this: you're not only learning skills, you're building your mind along the way. That means while you're learning skill X, you're also improving your side skills like time management, problem solving, and others that directly impact your outcome as a developer. Now let's dive in. If you're starting from absolute zero, it might feel overwhelming at first, but don't worry, as you go further, the pieces will start to fit together and things will get clearer step by step. Beginning with blockchain basics is important because it helps you build a general concept in your mind, and that makes everything you learn later more meaningful. Here's how we handle it. Instead of throwing you into deep technical details too early, we break things down into smaller, beginner-friendly pieces. At this point, you only need to focus on the basics as described here. Later on, at the next levels, you'll come back to the topic and study it in more depth. Here, on the study chart, of course, you're free to search for other resources that match your learning style, but the ones we suggested are carefully chosen, reviewed, and they're directly related to the core idea you need at this stage. To check if you're on the right track, you'll also find simple questions to ask yourself. If you can answer them clearly, you know you've understood the section well. Since we're focusing on the beginner level, don't worry too much about details. Move forward as steady as you can, and whenever something feels unclear, just review it or explore it through a different explanation to see another perspective. Anyway, you can follow all these steps like this, and with each step, you'll face new challenges. Solving these challenges is exactly what helps you to build the mentality of a problem-solving developer. This isn't just theory, it's a tested and proven method. That's why you'll see a checklist. I recommend you to print this one-page checklist before you begin, fill in the heading part, and keep it in sight as you go further. It gives you a clear picture of where you are in your journey and helps you stay on track. Okay, after that you can come to this section, how to use this guide, and get started. Now, as a side note, I want you to pay extra attention to these 3 items. 1. Fail forward. Mistakes aren't failure, they're part of the process. The more you try and mess up, the faster you'll grow. Every experienced developer will tell you the same, and that mistakes are the best way to really learn. 2. Track your progress. Keep your notes, codes, and projects organized in any way that works for you. This helps you to see how far you've come and also build your portfolio. Kinda proof of skills and progress. 3. And the most important one. As you move through the beginner roadmap, decide which area you want to specialize in. You'll still need a solid foundation in all the basics, but once you step into the intermediate level, go deeper into one focus area like security or gas optimization or wallet integration, or whichever best matches your interest and end goal. But it would be better if you have one specialized area. Now let's clear up some common questions beginners usually ask. Who exactly is a blockchain developer? Well, simply put, it's a developer who works on blockchain projects or designs smart contracts that run directly on the blockchain. There's also the term Web3 developer, which usually refers to someone who builds decentralized apps and services that live outside the blockchain, but it's connected to it and relies on the blockchain. Why do people keep saying to learn Python first if most of Web3 is in JavaScript? Python is great if you're just starting out, because it makes learning the core concept of programming fast and simple. But in blockchain development, the deeper tech is actually written in many different languages like C++, Go, or even assembly. Don't worry though, you don't need to learn those at the beginning. At the smart contract level, you'll mostly use Solidity or Rust. And when you're building Web3 projects that connect to the blockchain, JavaScript is the most common language. So in conclusion, since JavaScript and Solidity share similarities in some aspects and cover most use cases in this field, they can be a great choice for beginners. Is blockchain even worth it in 2025 and beyond? Short answer, yes. Not just tech startups, but big corporations and even governments are investing heavily in blockchain. Demand and salaries are still strong. If you want the long answer, just look up terms like DCEP or blockchain market size and you'll see how fast it's growing. Can you start a business with blockchain, and does it have utility right now? Absolutely. Many multi-million-dollar businesses are already built on blockchain, but keep in mind, starting a business is one thing, making it successful and profitable is another. And that depends on your business skills, not just the tech. If I want to focus on Solana, should I learn Rust instead of Solidity? Yes, Rust is a language for Solana and Solidity is mainly for Ethereum and other EVM-based blockchains. Is a CS degree useful? Definitely. Blockchain development is a branch of computer science. Problem solving, debugging, data structure, network and security, all of these skills transfer, but you'll still need to dive into blockchain specific tools and languages. Can beginners really build smart contracts safely? Well, with the right roadmap, yes, that's why structure matters so much. We'll go deeper into this topic in a technical video. Will AI replace blockchain developers? AI might automate some entry-level stuff like boilerplate codes or some tests, but when it comes to advanced challenges and evolving technologies, AI won't replace human developers, especially when it comes to new trends or when tech needs to fill the market demand. We'll go deeper into this topic in another video too. Is it too late to start now? Not at all. What matters isn't when you start, but how consistently you grow. If you dedicate enough daily hours and stay focused, you can catch up and hit any target. Okay, with all that said, I guess you're ready to start. If you got stuck at any point or need any more guidance, you can drop a comment below or ask about your issue on the query wall or our Discord channel. Wish you the best and see you soon.